Hello and welcome back to another episode of Grand Tactician Civil War. This is episode number 2, and it is July 14th, 1861, and we are taking place here we are controlling the Confederate Army here on the map of the battlefield of Manassas, and we are here going to try to beat the Union Army here at this point. They vastly outnumber us. I believe it's 32,000 men to our 14,000 men, if that. If we have 14,000 men, let's check our reports here real quick. Overview strength report. So yeah, we have 18,000 men versus their 37,000 men. So these little reports are pretty cool. If we click on the Union here, click on the Army of Northern Virginia, you can see what each of their divisions, how much strength they have, how much artillery they have, how many they won't have participating in the battle because they are sick and whatnot. And it also tells you the casualty rate, which is super cool. We have our 1st Division here. If we click the 1st Division of the enemy army, the Union Army, we see that they have 1, 2, 3, 4 brigades plus a brigade of artillery in probably each of these brigades. And each of these brigades is numbering almost 3,000 men. So, and it's commanded by General Daniel Tyler, at least the 1st Brigade is. If we click the back button here, we can click on their 2nd Division, and their 2nd Division is commanded by General David Hunter. And their 3rd Division is commanded by General Samuel P. Heiselman. And their 4th Division is commanded by, did I click on the same guy twice here? Yes, I did. And their 4th Division is commanded by Brigade General Theodore Runin. Looks like they have a militia brigade in this one and a volunteer brigade, and they're actually up over 3,000 men here. That's interesting. Okay, that's not cool. And then we also have a 5th Division here, which we're going to click on, and it is commanded by Brigade General Dixon S. Miles. So, and they have a 1st Brigade, a 2nd Brigade, and also artillery division. So, yeah, we're going to be really up to spar today with this 1st Division and probably this 3rd Division as well. I'm sure they'll attack with one of these ones first, but we'll have to sit here and find out. And all these things are so cool. If we click on the 1st Division here for the commander report, we can see what commander is commanding each of these brigades. It is just so cool. It is so in-depth here, just to see all these different commanders, and hopefully the AI does a good-ish job commanding them. Now, I know that the AI is continuously being worked on for all it's worth, because sometimes it is just not well. Well, I'll tell you what we are doing now. At the moment, I have kind of split up our army. Now, battles are focused around victory points, and there's only one victory point on this map, and it is right here, this little shield here in the Sudley Springs area. And at the moment, all we have to do is defend our position. We have to hold our army right here and defend Sudley Springs. Now, I don't want them coming to the south of me, so I have the sharpshooter division here, hopefully blocking this bridge that they can cross over. And right now they're actually building some breastworks here, and for Longstreet's division and Cox division is actually the artillery brigade, or is the artillery, but the Walker's division, they're actually already behind some breastworks. But what I might do for Walker's brigade is I'm going to tell them to use long range, because I'm sure we're going up against superior firepower here. But what I might actually have them do, since this creek bed will give a little bit of cover, I'm probably going to have them move out and use this creek bed for cover. But the artillery is placed in a good position. I'd like to move Nicholas up a little bit. Can I move him up a little bit? No? Oh, there we go. Can move them up a little bit. Kind of get them within line. You have to tell them. Now, I know battalion commander experience for artillery is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You have to make sure you click either bombard or counter battery fire, because fire at will barely gives you any experience for the commander whatsoever for the brigade. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on bombardment, because I think both of these 6-pound gun batteries are going to be better at bombarding things. And we're going to speed up time to, well, at the moment we're going to speed it up to 10 times because the enemy is not within sight. And we got to get these defenses constructed here in the south so they don't come down. And depending on where the enemy comes from is going to depend which direction the sharpshooters go. If they start coming from up in this direction, we'll shift the sharpshooters up into the middle here, or up to the north. It all depends on which way they're going to come from, because at the moment I have no idea where they're going to come from. Now I know there's a kind of like a bug where you can zoom down into the map and see the dust particles spark up along the map, because you could see dust particles pop up when the troops start marching. And you could do that for, I don't know if it's supposed to be a bug or if it's supposed to be like that to make it a little bit easier for the player to decide where to put their troops. But I'm not going to use that. I think that's, I don't know, cheesing the AI a little bit too much. So we're going to hopefully use Scout. Oh, I didn't even see this victory point down here. That's not good. Hopefully they don't come down that direction. Didn't even see that victory point. So what we're going to do is we're going to reorganize our troops here. Make sure everybody is behind the breastworks within given time. Everybody behind, please. And all we're going to do here is we're waiting for the enemy to either take this victory point down here, because if they take this victory point down here, then our tactic here is kind of screwed. We're going to have to redeploy somehow and probably defend this area above Dogan's Ridge. Probably right around this railroad cut would be probably a really solid defensive position, so they won't have to come up to this Sudley Springs area. But right now, looks like they are moving down this road here, because they just took this little arrow. Now that is an entry point or an exit point for enemy army or your army, depending on if you capture one of these things. I don't bother capturing the arrow points just because why bother? We already have what, 2? Yeah, we already have 2 of them, so why bother? And we're just going to sit here and we're going to wait for the enemy army to show up. And what we're going to do first, but we're going to send out skirmishers from Rhodes' brigade, and we're also going to send out skirmishers from Van Doren's brigade. And we're going to kind of send them up into the woods here, both of them, right on the ridge here. See if we can spot the enemy a little bit early on before they spot us. And we're going to take one brigade of one sharpshooter detachment, and we're going to move them this way. And we're just going to hopefully find them before they find us. We're still on 10 times just because there's not a whole lot going on here for the battle. You know, it would be interesting if we came down here and saw a bunch of... Oh, okay, so they are taking our other objective point down here, so that is cool, we will call our skirmishers. We'll slow it down now. We will call back our skirmishers. We will call back our skirmishers. And then what we're going to do is, since they're probably going to come up this way-ish, we're going to take Evans and we're going to move him this way. We're going to take the New Orleans Legion, we're going to put them here, and then we're going to put Claiborne and we're going to put him over here to kind of slow down maybe the Union force. And we're going to tell them to hurry the heck up, because I'm surprised they came all the way from up there to down here so quickly. But you know, sometimes that happens. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually, depending on which way they go, we'll have our forces congregate at the Dugan's Ridge railroad line for the moment, this unfinished railroad cut, which was primarily used during Second Manassas, and we're going to keep putting it on 10 times speed here. And we're going to tell the same thing to Walker to come down this way. We're going to tell Koch to move his artillery pieces into this field here, which I guess would be a good spot. I don't know. Well, there's not really a good spot over by this railroad cut, looks like. Maybe right here? I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we're going to move Loring probably in this vicinity right here, just so he can kind of be between both of his brigades. We have to tell them to fire with long range. Fire with long range, because that would be a shame if they came within distance and we did not get a shot off. So we are abandoning our defensive positions for the moment, and we are going to just redeploy, hopefully, and catch the enemy off guard here. I don't even know where they're going. Where are they? Oh yeah, see the little dust here? This is probably the entire enemy army right here. And I have no idea what they're doing. But they're doing something weird down in this area. Is there any other objectives that I missed? Sometimes the objectives are a little bit hard to see. I wish that they were a little easier to see. On the map, I wish they were a little bit bigger, maybe, because I completely missed that one. Not like that I would have probably defended it, but I would have probably defended more in the middle here with my entire army, just because they entered the map from up in this direction, and I decided to defend up here because I figured they would have come for this one first, but they did not. We're going to move Claiborne down to the next fence here. Move Loring as well. Oh, and there's the enemy army right there. We saw him for a minute. He is forming up. Let's see if we can continue to move our army closer to our sharpshooters. I know there's no real good defensive positions, but if we can maybe hold Henry House and Henry House Hill and everything around it, maybe we can set up a good defensive position around this hill, because I kind of like this fence being here. And maybe if we can maybe build a breastwork or something like that, or use the creek as a breastwork, that would be better. And we're still on 10 times because nothing has really happened so far. So far, the army has just kind of the Union Army has just kind of deployed and taken one of our objectives, but haven't advanced on us at all. So we'll see. We'll continue to see what happens. We'll move Walker up to right around this area in New Market. Longstreet, we'll move him down to the creek bed. And we'll move Cox Artillery up to Henry House Hill. They should have a good view of everything that is about to unfold here. And if they decide not to hit us, we'll just hit them on their flank, and hopefully that'll be enough to break the enemy. These guys are trained to fire at the long range, correct? Yes, they are. We're going to move Claiborne up. We're going to move Evans over. Sharpshooters will be in the middle, as everybody with a musket will advance on their own time. Taking their good sweet time to get there. They're probably tired. Yeah, they're tired. That's why they're taking so long to get there. It is almost night. Looks like we might not see any action today, as the entire enemy is actually moving around the line here, and they're just completely avoiding us. So let's see if we can get their attention by moving up and taking some pot shots at them. Maybe we can draw them back in this direction. Let's hurry up with our sharpshooters here. Because it seems like we're not going to be in any action because everybody is going this direction. Ooh, except not. We actually have some coming from... I have you guys go that way. You guys go that way. And there we go. We're getting some shots off with our sharpshooters. We're firing on 1st Brigade of the 5th Division. Looks like we're going to get into some hand-to-hand combat here with some artillery. And we have an officer wounded. It is Colonel Evans from the New Orleans Legion. He is injured already. He is wounded. And we have our brigades here really shaken up. And we have one of them retreating immediately. And we have 2 of them retreating immediately. Oh boy, this is not how I thought this was going to go. Okay, end of day. Alright, wow, that was not how I thought that last couple hours were going to go here. What we're going to do is we're going to keep Walker pointed that direction. We're going to move Longstreet up here. Did his brigades come back? It looks like his brigades came relatively back. Everybody is kind of shaken a little bit. We need everybody to aim for long range here. And the artillery, probably the artillery kind of broke them. The artillery is very massively powerful in this game. So if you try to advance on their artillery, they will freaking destroy you, basically. We'll put one artillery unit that way, and we'll space another one that way. It doesn't seem like they can hit with the range of sight on this thing, but that's alright. And Evans's brigade is pretty well shaken up, so we'll take Loring, and we'll actually push him back towards Sudley Springs, the Sudley Springs area. Or maybe on the flank here. Yeah, we'll put them on the flank here so they don't flank Longstreet's division. Okay. We'll do 2 times, and we will advance. Van Dorn's Corps will advance here, or Van Dorn's brigade will advance, and Early will take the objective. They are starting to all come back. Everybody's starting to come back to this sector over here, which is probably a good thing, it looks like. Oh, if only we stayed in our positions. I'm ready to advance on the artillery here, because the artillery will knock out your morale real good. Johnston. Come on, Claiborne, get up on top of this hill. You can fire down on the brigade that's trying to cross that river. Really move. Really move. Go, go, go. Let's double quick. So we're getting into position here. They only have 1 brigade over here guarding their recently captured objective. Is we're fighting over this. Do we make them move with the double quick? We can move with the double quick. Because we have a 1st brigade moving up. Actually, we'll hold them. We'll hold them where they're at. Hold. The little arrows are actually couriers, and you have to wait to give your units orders. This is a very rare part in any game here, where we're actually waiting to give orders for any of your units. We're going to move on them up a little bit more. We're going to bring Early around. That above, we're going to start coming down the road here to support this brigade. It's starting to falter because Van Dorn and Robert Rose's brigades are really hammering it. So well done, well done. Evans' brigade was really shot up there, shot to hell, really. They lost their commander to a wound, and they're really just shot to hell. Claiborne's brigade is firing, hopefully down to this gully here. Bonham just came up, and he is firing right into that. Smoke is getting real heavy on this side. We have a unit here that is trying to flank Johnson. anybody coming from this direction quite anymore. So what we're going to do is we'll see if we can flank everybody on this side, crossing this pool. And the New Orleans Legion here is really just shot to hell. Hold your position. Keep holding it. We're really losing some casualties here in the middle with Bonham. And even Johnson, he's taking it on the flank a little bit too. Don't have any guns or anything like that. So McIntosh is starting to lose casualties with his guns. Oh boy. So far it's at a minor victory somehow though. Doing something, right? As soon as Bonham gets to half of morale here, we're going to have to move our divisions. We're going to have to move our brigades around. Where are you going? Johnson, really? There's a heck of a lot of men. Of a fight. Yeah, have to fall back a little bit. Our hills will take some casualties. We're going to focus on hills a little bit more. Hurry, gents, hurry. Have Johnson start to fall back. Have Hill. Fall back as well. Severe casualties. Hopefully we're delivering some severe casualties. All the same. They have a fortified position. Okay, everybody fall back. Retreat, everybody retreat. Retreat in time. It seems like we did. Well, let's get Beauregard the heck out of here. Same thing with Longstreet. Head back. Guys is a little, let's see if we can rally him a little bit. Where's the rally from? There's a little bit of a rally. They're a little bit unsure of what to do. Concentrate on your front. Their artillery, their Macintosh. They come again. Oh, the slaughter is unreal. Let's see if we can move Macintosh up and start firing into canister. Van Dorn is pretty beat up now. Rhodes is all right. Not going, and it's not going well for us. I can tell you that right now, there, gents. Oh boy. Fall back. As soon as basically one unit breaks, so we're all going to start breaking here. Fall back. Everybody fall back again. Fall back to the artillery lines, and the artillery can hammer them. Retreat. Retreat. Concentrate our forces over here. Retreat. Macintosh, giving him some canister. It looks like he's in the range of some canister, but he's also taking some heavy musketry fire. Get out of there. Retreat. And spawn him a little bit, so maybe we can catch this brigade off guard. Come on, Macintosh, get out of there. I'm nervous, but you're alright. Rally. Come on, Bonham, get him out of there. Right down that way. Would be a good area. Maybe we can try to flank them again. Alright. Bonham did take that brigade out. Alright. What are they doing? Are they waiting for a counterattack? It seems like they're waiting for a counterattack. Alright, Bonham. Go, 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 go. Looks like they're retreating for now. So that means advance. Shoot into their backs, Bonham. Shoot into their backs while they're retreating. Or falling back or whatever. There we go. Yeah, Bonham. Yeah. Rally. Rally, Bonham. Rally. Lay down, gents. Lay down. We're just gonna come up and right on top of this little brigade here, the 2nd Brigade of the, what is this, 3rd Division? 2nd Division. We're gonna come up right on top of it, just let them have it. They are taking pot shots at us, so maybe we can probably retreat. We need to take any unnecessary casualties, so retreat, Bonham. Nope, Bonham broke. Yeah, boy, get up. Yeah, sooner or later. Please. There goes the Alabamian charge. And they're in hand-to-hand combat, and the Alabamans won. Alright. Switch it back to long range here. Switch Johnson to this side over here. Move Claiborne. Move Evans, or what's left of Evans, I guess I should say. And you guys gotta continue to move as well. Now, this is a heck of a battle. Didn't think this battle was going to take this long. Or be this interesting, honestly. Must have done some major work to the AI. I haven't really sat down and played a good, probably campaign in maybe a few months or so, so there's been quite a few updates since then. Alright, here we go. 3rd Brigade's coming in, the 1st Division on the hill, and they're going to start their attack. Okay, let's go, Johnson. Pick up the pace there, Jen. Everybody's got to work together here. of our flanks there, sharpshooters. Come on down, Rhodes. I know this ain't World War II, but you know, we'll do a pincer move if we got to. Yeah, we'll come down right on top of them. Fire at them from point blank. Come on, Johnson. I know you guys are really tired and all that good stuff, but you guys got this. And we have the 3rd Brigade kind of wavering at the moment. Laboring up. Probably wavering because they're about to get flanked here too. Come on, Johnson, hurry up. I want you to really get some shots off on him. Okay, there we go. He broke. He broke. He's running. He's running. Roads up that direction. Van Dorn that direction. Really kind of in this general direction. I don't know what quite to do. Alright, odds are turning into our favor. Let's push the advance here with Hill. Johnson kind of in reserve. Ran through the house. I don't know if anybody heard that. Wow. That was pretty cool. Keep it going, gents. Keep it going. Keep it going. We'll push up to 5 times. Looks like he is either retreating or he is just maneuvering into a different position. But either way, let's get the Alabamians firing down in this gully here. Sharpshooters took care of our flank, so let's move them over here to try to take care of this artillery here. Now there's both Union and Confederate wearing gray because this is the early war. Both sides just kind of wore what they could. And we're almost in total victory here, almost. Just got to keep pushing. We're to the bar up top of this total victory. They're over here doing some of this artillery. It's ridiculous that there's so many artillery in here. That's just a detachment, it's not even an artillery unit. Oh, the enemy is retreating, so there it is. We have won our first battle, quite outstandingly, too. Let's see the losses here. Our own losses were 4,010, and the enemy's losses were 7,000. So both of us losing 21% of our armies. Probably not the greatest start for us, but definitely better than what I thought it was going to be. So that's nice that we're quite a bit. Let's see if we can just continue to push this artillery out of here. Nope, not quite. Alright, so there it is. Victory at first Manassas during our first battle. Now, it does say a minor victory just because, you know, both sides lost 21% of their army. So let's go ahead and quit this battle. And that will do it there, folks, for this recording. I thank you for tuning in to this. I thank you for tuning. I thought we were crashing there for a minute. We did not. Just kind of a pause there in battle. So there you can see our enemy's national morale drops by 1%, and our military experience rises by basically 1.5%. Ooh, and Colonel Johnson has fallen into disgrace for a bad performance in battle. That ain't great. That's I really had high hopes for Johnson. Oh well, we'll have to promote somebody else. But all right, I will see you guys next time as we continue to fight the Union here. If we get to the main screen here, that'd be lovely. We're getting there slowly. The loading time is sometimes questionable, but you know, we'll get there. But alright, gents, thank you very much for joining in, and have a lovely time, and I'll catch you in the next one.